Welcome to ZenLight 8, where we uncover the raw, unfiltered truths to live a life of purpose and peace. Ever feel like the world's pulling you in a million directions, telling you who to be, what to chase, and how to live? What if the real secret to thriving isn't out there, but inside you? In today's video, we're breaking down 10 powerful lessons to take control, ditch the noise, and build a life that's truly yours. Ready to stop surviving and start living? Hit that play button and let's dive in. 1. Self-reliance and confidence. Stand tall, trust yourself, and ditch the people-pleasing trap. Let's get one thing straight right out of the gate. Not everyone's rooting for you. Some folks would rather see you crash and burn than watch you climb. That's the world we live in, messy, brutal, and real. So what's the move? You've got to learn to stand on your own 2 feet. Self-reliance isn't just a buzzword. It's your lifeline. Trust yourself, stop begging for validation, and quit bending over backwards to make everyone else comfortable. Life's too short for that noise. Think about it. How many times have you held back, second-guessed yourself, or watered down your dreams just because someone else might not like it? Maybe it's a friend who'd feel threatened if you outshone them. Maybe it's a family member who thinks they know what's best for you. Or maybe it's that nagging voice in your head whispering, "What will they think?" Here's the cold, hard truth. Who gives a damn? Most people are too wrapped up in their own chaos to care about your every move. And the ones who do care, half the time, they're just waiting for you to stumble so they can feel better about their own mess. Stop giving them that power. Self-reliance starts with a mindset shift. You're immortal, flesh and blood, here for a blink of an eye. One day you're 30. The next you're 50, wondering where the hell the time went. If you don't figure out how to fend for yourself now, you're setting yourself up for a world of hurt later. Independence isn't just about paying your bills or fixing your own flat tire, though you should know how to do that too. It's about owning your choices, your path, and your worth without needing a pat on the back from anyone else. Take a step back and look at your life. Are you running on someone else's script? Maybe you're chasing a job you hate because it's what your parents wanted. Or you're stuck in a relationship that drains you because you're scared of being alone. That's not living, that's surviving. And barely at that. The moment you start leaning on others to define you, you're handing over the keys to your soul. Don't do it. You've got to trust your gut. Even when it's screaming something no one else wants to hear. Your instincts know more than you think. They've been around the block longer than your conscious mind has. Here's a hard pill to swallow. Your friends want you to do well, but not too well. Not better than them. It's human nature. They'll cheer you on until you start lapping them, and then you'll feel the shift. The smiles get tighter, the vibes get weird. Same goes for strangers, they don't care unless you're in their way. So why waste energy trying to win their approval? Keep to yourself. Stay away from idiots. Stupidity's contagious. And the last thing you need is someone else's bad decisions rubbing off on you. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, sure, but don't rely on them to carry you. That's your job. Learning to say no is a superpower. Seriously, how many times have you said yes just to keep the peace? You take on extra work, agree to favors you don't have time for, or nod along to plans you hate. All because you don't want to rock the boat. Stop that. Check in with yourself first. Before you commit to anything, ask, is this what I want? Does this serve me? If the answer's no, don't do it. People won't like it. They'll pout, guilt trip, or call you selfish. Let them. Their comfort isn't your burden. The sooner you master no, the sooner you'll free yourself from the chains of people-pleasing. Competition's another trap. People don't like you when they see you as a threat. That's their problem, not yours. Rule your life with your mind, not your feelings, or worse, their feelings. Every bad decision you've ever made probably had more emotion in it than logic. You said yes when you should have said no. You chased approval instead of results. You let someone else's opinion steer you off course. Cut that out. Your brain's your best weapon, use it. Feelings are messy. They cloud the truth. Trust your reasoning, trust your instincts, and let the rest fall where it may. Let's talk about worth for a second. You've got to know yours. Never put yourself in the bargain bin. Don't cheapen your time, your energy, or your dreams just to fit someone else's mold. If you don't value yourself, don't expect anyone else to. People will treat you the way you let them. Show up like you're worth something, and they'll start seeing it too. But it starts with you. Stop apologizing for existing. Stop shrinking to make others feel big. You're not here to be a doormat. Time flies faster than you think. 1 minute you're young and invincible. The next, you're staring down the barrel of regret. Don't let that be you. Be grateful for what you've got, because it can always be worse. But don't settle for less than you deserve either. Live like there's no tomorrow, because one day there won't be. Do what you love, not what you think will impress the crowd. Regrets suck. They'll haunt you more for the things you didn't do than the things you did. So take the shot. Screw what they think. Pay attention to the signs, too. People show you who they are, believe them the first time. If someone's dragging you down, cut the cord. It'll save you pain and, more importantly, time. You can't control everything or everyone, but you can control yourself, and that's the real prize. Move in your own direction, not society's, not your friends, not your family's. Leave the house messy for a weekend. Skip mowing the yard. Go have fun instead. Years from now, you won't remember the chores. You'll remember the moments that mattered. Frugality's a piece of this puzzle, too. The less you need, the freer you are. Don't spend your life chasing fancy cars or maxing out credit cards to look good for people who don't care. Real freedom's owning less, not more. Eat real food, skip the junk, and take care of yourself. The more you know, the dumber you'll sound to stupid people, and that's fine. Let them stew in their ignorance. You're building something bigger. Here's a kicker. Service can set you free. Find someone worthy to help. Not a leech, but someone who deserves it. Through serving, you gain experience, connections, and a reputation as someone solid. That's how you grow. Apprenticeship turns you into a master. But be discerning about who you let in. Firm boundaries aren't selfish, they're survival. Life's ambiguous sometimes. There's no clear right or wrong. You won't always get the answers handed to you. Wing it when you have to, but trust yourself to figure it out. Don't delay the big stuff. Want to do something? Start now. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now. But don't sacrifice your long-term goals for short-term wins, either. Slow down when you need to. Mistakes are part of the game. They teach you what works. Get yourself together before you're too old to pivot. The older you get, the harder it is to change. No one's going to save you except you. Family might care, but even then, don't bank on it. Start saving your money. Nothing beats a financial buffer. It's not sexy, but it's peace of mind. Nothing's as bad as it seems or as great as you hope. Health's everything. Without it, you're screwed. Take care of yourself before it's too late. Tell people you love them, don't wait. Not everyone's your friend, and that's okay. You don't want everyone in your corner anyway. Chill sometimes. Give back when you can. Feels good. Everything happens for a reason, even the hurt. You can't grow without it. Be kind, but don't let people walk all over you. You came into this world alone, and you'll leave it alone. That's your power. Everything impossible becomes possible when you stop waiting for permission. So here's the deal, trust yourself. Stop caring what they think. Stand tall, say no, and build a life that's yours, not theirs. You've got one shot at this. Don't waste it trying to fit in. 2. Emotional control. Rule your mind, trust your gut, and own your worth. Here's a brutal truth to kick things off. Every dumb move you've ever made, every single one, probably had more heart in it than head. You let your emotions run the show, and now you're stuck cleaning up the mess. We've all been there. You say yes when you should have said no, chase something or someone you knew was wrong, or blow up over something small because you couldn't keep it together. Feelings are a lousy driver. If you want to stop crashing, you've got to put your mind in the driver's seat and tell your emotions to buckle up in the back. Life's a battlefield, and your head's your best weapon. Emotions? They're a double-edged sword, powerful, sure, but they'll cut you just as fast as they cut through the noise. Rule your life with reason, not with that wild, messy stuff pumping through your chest. Every bad decision you've ever regretted had too much feeling in it. Too much anger, too much fear, too much desperation. Think about it. That time you stormed out of a job? Emotion. That time you begged someone to stay when they didn't deserve you? Emotion. That time you spent money you didn't have to impress people you don't even like? All emotion, no logic. It's a pattern. Break it. Your mind's sharper than you give it credit for. It sees the big picture when your heart's too busy zooming in on the moment. Feelings scream loud, they're needy like that. But they don't always tell the truth. They'll have you chasing happiness down a dead-end road or running from pain that's actually trying to teach you something. Logic cuts through the crap. It asks the hard questions. Is this worth my time? Does this make sense? Am I screwing myself long-term? Start listening to that voice. It's quieter, but it's got your back. Now, don't get me wrong, your gut's in on this too. There's something primal about intuition, something your head can't always explain. It's like an early warning system, picking up vibes your conscious mind misses. Ever meet someone and feel off, even though they're all smiles? That's your gut talking. Ever hesitate on a choice, even when it looks good on paper? Gut again. It knows stuff you wouldn't expect. Tune into it. It's not the same as those runaway emotions. It's deeper, steadier. Your head and your gut, they're a team. Let them run the show together, and you'll dodge a lot of bullets. Here's where it gets real. Knowing your worth is non-negotiable. If you don't, someone else will slap a discount sticker on you and call it a day. People treat you how you let them, full stop. You've got to stand up and say, this is who I am, and this is what I'm worth. Not with words necessarily, actions do the talking. Don't put yourself in the bargain bin. Don't sell your time cheap. Don't shrink to fit someone else's box. And don't let anyone convince you you're less than you are. You're not here to be haggled over. You're not a clearance rack item. Know it. Live it. Ever notice how the world loves to test that? People will push you, poke at your insecurities, see how low you'll go. Maybe it's a boss who piles on work because you never say no. Maybe it's a friend who only calls when they need something. Maybe it's a partner who takes more than they give. They're betting you'll cave, that you'll let your emotions, guilt, fear, whatever, override your sense of self. Don't. When you know your value, you don't flinch. You don't beg for respect, you command it. And if they can't pay the price, they don't get a seat at your table. Time's a thief, and emotions waste it like nobody's business. You've only got so many ticks on the clock. Don't spend them crying over what you can't change or chasing approval that won't fill the hole. Control what you can yourself. That's it. You can't make everyone like you, and you can't stop the world from spinning. But you can decide how you show up. Stop whining, it's wasted breath. Who's listening anyway? The people who matter don't need your complaints, and the ones who don't matter don't care. Focus your energy where it counts. Let's talk decisions. Big ones, small ones, they all shape you. When in doubt, slow down. Take a beat. Emotions rush you. They want you to act now before you've thought it through. That's how you end up with regrets piled higher than your laundry. Logic takes its time. It weighs the pros, the cons, the fallout. Your gut chimes in with that quiet nudge. That something's off whisper. Listen to both. If you're mad, wait. If you're scared, wait. If you're too happy to think straight, wait. Clarity comes when the storm settles. Then move. Expectations mess with this too. High ones especially. You expect too much from yourself, you'll burn out. Expect too much from others, you'll be let down. Lower them, not to settle for less, but to keep your sanity. People will disappoint you. They'll blame you for stuff you didn't do. Stuff that hasn't even happened. That's on them. Don't let it shake you. You're not here to carry their baggage or dodge their finger pointing. Stay steady. Your worth isn't tied to their opinion. It's yours to hold. Regret's a killer, and it loves emotional decisions. You'll look back and cringe at the times you let your heart override your head. That fight you picked when you should have walked away. That yes you gave when every fiber of you screamed no. That time you stayed too long because you felt bad leaving. It's all noise. Learn from it. Mistakes aren't the enemy, they're the map. They show you where you went wrong so you don't trip over the same rock twice. But you've got to keep your head clear to read them right. Stay positive, though. Don't confuse that with chasing happiness. Happiness is a ghost, you can't grab it. Joy's different. It sneaks up when you're not looking, when you're just doing your thing. Stop trying so hard to feel good and start living good. That takes control. Emotions will drag you down rabbit holes. Anger, sadness, doubt. Acknowledge them, sure, but don't let them steer. You're the captain, not the waves. People will test your resolve. They'll push your buttons, question your choices, try to drag you into their drama. Disconnect from that. Spot the red flags, negativity, manipulation, disrespect, and walk away fast. It's not your job to fix them. It's your job to protect you. Trust your first instinct on that, too. If it feels wrong, it probably is. Don't second-guess yourself into a corner. Here's a practical piece. Slow down. Life's not a race, even if it feels like one. Rushing's an emotional trap. It's panic dressed up as hustle. Take the next small step instead. One foot in front of the other, guided by reason, checked by your gut. You'll get there, maybe not as fast, but a hell of a lot surer. And when you do, it'll be on your terms. Health ties into this. You can't control your head if your body's falling apart. Eat real food, none of that processed garbage. Move, sleep. Without health, nothing else matters. Money can't buy you out of a broken shell. Take care of it now or you'll pay later. Emotions will tempt you to skip it. Stress eating, late nights, numbing out. Don't give in. Discipline's your shield. In the end, it's simple, you're the boss of you. Not your feelings, not the crowd, not the doubters. Know your worth and guard it like gold. Let your mind lead, your gut whisper, and your emotions follow. You'll mess up, everyone does, but you'll learn. And that's the point. Life's short. Don't let it slip through your fingers because you couldn't get a grip. You've got this. Act like it. 3. Time and life management. Grab it now, live hard, and ditch the regrets. Time's a thief and it doesn't mess around. One day you're 30, blinking at the world like you've got forever. The next you're 50, wondering where the hell it all went. That's the deal, life doesn't wait. It's fast, it's brutal, and it's gone before you know it. So what are you doing with it? Are you living full out, chasing what sets your soul on fire? Or are you just coasting, letting the clock tick down while regrets pile up? Wake up. Time's not your buddy. It's your deadline. Stop screwing around and start doing what matters. Let's cut the crap. You've only got so many spins around the sun. Every second you waste on stuff you hate or people who drain you is a second you'll never get back. You think you've got time? You don't. That's the lie we all tell ourselves. I'll get to it later. Someday I'll start. There's always tomorrow. Newsflash. Someday isn't a real day. Tomorrow's not promised. You're here now, breathing, this is your shot. Live like there's no next chapter, because one day there won't be. Do what you love, not what you think you should do to keep the world from judging you. Regrets are the worst kind of baggage. They don't just weigh you down, they haunt you. You'll look back and kick yourself harder for the things you didn't do than the things you did. That trip you never took. That passion you buried. That I love you you never said. It's not the screw-ups that'll keep you up at night. It's the what-ifs. The chances you didn't take because you were too busy, too scared, or too stuck trying to please everyone else. Don't let that be your story. Time flies, yeah, but you can still grab it by the throat and make it yours. Start now. Here's the kicker, you've got to quit delaying the big stuff. Want to do something? Don't wait. Not for the perfect moment, not for more money, not for someone's permission, do it. Procrastination's a dream killer. It's fear dressed up as patience. I'll start when I'm ready turns into, I wish I had faster than you can blink. Life's short and it's shorter than you think. That thing you've been putting off, the business, the hobby, the call to someone you miss. Stop stalling. When in doubt, take the next small step. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be now. Live like you mean it. That doesn't mean blowing all your cash or quitting your job to backpack across the planet. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. It means showing up for your life, not just drifting through it. Do what lights you up. Love your days, not just endure them. Too many people slog through years of monotony, waiting for some magical switch to flip. It won't. You've got to flip it yourself. Leave the house messy for a weekend. Skip mowing the yard. Go have fun instead. Years from now, you won't give a damn about the dishes. You'll remember the laughter, the adventure, the life. Gratitude's part of this, too. Time moves fast, but it can always be worse. Be thankful for what you've got. A roof, a meal, a heartbeat keeps you grounded. But don't confuse gratitude with settling. You can be grateful and still hungry, still pushing for more. Just don't let the grind blind you to what's already good. Life's a balance. Appreciate the now while you build the next. Miss that, and you'll wake up empty no matter how much you've stacked up. Hustle's overrated if it's aimless. Work hard, sure, but work smart. Know where you're going. Time's your most valuable currency. Spend it wisely. Don't blow it on people who don't get you or goals that aren't yours. Society'll tell you to chase fancy cars, big houses, a fat bank account. Friends might push you to keep up. Family might guilt you into their version of success. Screw that. Move in your own direction. If you're running someone else's race, you're already losing. Define what matters to you and protect it like hell. Slow down when you need to. Sounds counterintuitive, but it's not. Rushing burns you out. It's panic pretending to be progress. You don't have to do it all at once. Mistakes happen when you're frantic, and they cost you more time than they save. Take a breath. Focus. One step, then another. That's how you win, not by sprinting blind, but by staying steady. Time's fast, but you don't have to be reckless. Control the pace, not the other way around. Health ties in here big time. You can't live full out if you're falling apart. Eat real food, skip the junk, move your body. Without health, all the time in the world won't mean squat. Money can't buy you out of a wrecked shell. Neglect it now and you'll pay later. Trust me, that bill comes due. Don't let the clock run out because you couldn't be bothered to take care of yourself. It's not vanity. It's survival. Regrets come from missed moments, not missed chores. Tell people you love them, don't wait. Call your mom. Hug your kid. Text that friend you've been meaning to check on. Time takes people away faster than you expect, and you don't get a redo. Life can snatch a loved one at any second. Cherish them while they're here. Don't let pride or busyness rob you of that. Say it now, mean it now, because later might not show up. Frugality helps, too. The less you need, the more time you free up. Don't spend your life chasing stuff. Fancy gadgets, designer labels, whatever. Possessions weigh you down. Experiences lift you up. Buy land if you can, something real, but keep it simple. The less you own, the less owns you. Happiness isn't in the clutter, it's in the freedom. Save a little every week. A financial buffer's not sexy, but it buys you peace, and peace buys you time. Don't get bogged down in the past either. What's done is done. Learn from it and move on. No one's perfect. You've messed up? Good. It means you're trying. But don't let yesterday's shadows dim tomorrow's light. Life's not about living in reverse. It's about now, this breath, this choice. Enjoy it. Savor the small stuff, the coffee in your cup, the sun on your face. That's where the good hides. Expectations can screw you here, too. Lower them, not your standards, but your obsession with controlling everything. You can't stop time, and you can't force every day to be epic. Some folks will blame you for crap you didn't do. Some days will suck. Accept it. You'll waste less time fighting what you can't change and more time building what you can. Stop complaining, it's energy down the drain. Who's listening anyway? The universe doesn't care, and neither do most people. Fun's non-negotiable. Make time for it. Work like a slave if you have to, but play like you're dying tomorrow. Laughter's medicine. Don't skip the dose. Life's brutal enough without you turning it into a non-stop grind. Balance it. The strongest people keep it simple, they don't overcomplicate joy. You don't always have to be going, being, doing. Chill. It's okay to just be. Here's the bottom line. Time's slipping through your fingers right now. You beat 1 billion odds to be here, don't waste it. Live hard, love what you do, and don't let regrets write your ending. Stop delaying. That dream, that risk, that moment, it's calling. Answer it. You'll never be sorry for living too much, but you'll damn sure regret living too little. Clock's ticking. What are you waiting for? Social relationships. Guard your circle, set the line, and quit playing nice with everyone. Here's the deal. Not everyone deserves a seat in your life. Some people are straight up poison, negative, draining, toxic, and they'll suck the soul out of you if you let them get too close. You've got to keep your distance, set hard boundaries, and pick your crew like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. Trying to make everyone happy? That's a one-way ticket to misery. Life's too short to waste on idiots or bend over backwards for people who don't give a damn. Protect your peace. It's your job, not theirs. Let's start with the obvious. Stupidity's contagious. Hang around negative people too long, and their crap starts rubbing off. You know the type, always whining, blaming the world, dragging everyone down with their gloom. They don't want to see you win. They'd rather you flop so they can feel better about their own mess. Spot those red flags early. The complaining, the backstabbing, the woe is me vibe, and cut them loose. Disconnect fast. It's not cold. It's survival. Pay attention to the signs people give off. Your gut'll tell you who's trouble before your head catches up. Trust it. It'll save you pain and, more importantly, time. Boundaries aren't optional. They're your shield. Without them, people will walk all over you, take what they want, and leave you empty. You've got to draw the line and mean it. Firm, clear, no apologies. Someone's dumping their drama on you? Say no. They're asking too much too often? Shut it down. They're crossing into your space. Physical, emotional, whatever, call it out. People don't like boundaries. They'll push, pout, guilt trip you into caving. Don't. Your life, your rules. If they can't handle it, they don't belong in it. Be discerning about who you let in close. Not everyone's worthy of your trust, your time, or your energy. Pick your people like you're building a fortress. You don't need a crowd, you need a crew. Quality over quantity every time. Your friends should lift you up, not drag you down. But here's the catch. Even the good ones want you to do well, just not better than them. It's human nature. They'll cheer until you start outshining them. Then the vibes shift. Watch for it. Keep to yourself when you need to. Solitude's not loneliness. It's power. You don't have to be everyone's buddy. Not everyone's your friend, and that's okay. You don't want everyone in your corner anyway. They just clutter it up. Pleasing everyone's a trap. Stop it. How many times have you said yes when you meant no just to keep the peace? You take on their crap, smile through their nonsense, let them walk away happy while you're stewing inside. That's not noble, it's weak. Check with yourself first. Do I want this? Does this serve me? If the answer's no, don't do it. People won't like it, they'll call you selfish, distant, whatever. Let them talk. Their comfort's not your burden. You're not here to be their doormat or their punching bag. Say no and mean it. Some muscle, work it. Competition's real, too. People don't like you when they see you as a threat. They'll smile to your face, then sharpen the knife when you turn around. Especially if you're climbing while they're stuck. That's their problem, not yours. Don't shrink to make them feel big. Don't dim your light so they can shine. Keep your distance from that noise. Physical, emotional, whatever it takes. You're not here to babysit their egos. Move in your own lane and let them figure out theirs. Time ties into this, big time. It flies, and every minute you spend on toxic people is a minute you'll never get back. You're 31 day, 50 the next, and the clock doesn't care who you wasted it on. Negative folks are time thieves. They'll drain you with their drama, their neediness, their garbage. Cut the cord. Life's short, and it's shorter than you think. Spend it with people who get you, who push you forward, not the ones holding you back. Tell the good ones you love them, don't wait. Time takes people fast, and you don't get a redo. Let's talk trust. It's earned, not handed out like candy. Don't give it to just anyone. Make them prove they're worth it. Too many people say they love you, say they're there for you, then turn around and use you. Watch their actions, not their words. Actions don't lie. People do. If they're flaky, if they only show up when it's convenient, if they take more than they give, drop them. Trust your first instinct on this. If it feels off, it is. Don't talk yourself out of the truth just to keep them around. You're better off alone than with a fake. Alone's not a bad word, by the way. Be alone sometimes, it's good for you. Clears your head, resets your soul. You don't always have to be going, being, doing. Chill. The world won't fall apart if you step back. Negative people hate that. They thrive on your attention. Starve them of it. You'll see who's real when you stop playing the game. The ones who stick around without you bending over backwards? Keep those. The rest can kick rocks. Service can play a role here, but be smart about it. Helping others builds you up, experience, contacts, a rep as someone solid. But don't waste it on leeches. Find someone worthy to serve, someone who deserves it, not just anyone who asks. Through that, you grow. It's apprenticeship to mastery. But guard your circle even then. Don't let the wrong ones sneak in under the guise of needing help. Boundaries, always. Expectations screw with relationships, too. Lower them, not your standards, but your need to fix everyone. Some folks love pointing fingers, blaming you for stuff you didn't do, stuff that hasn't even happened. That's their baggage. Don't carry it. You'll waste energy trying to prove yourself to people who don't want to see it. Stop. They're not your judge. How they see you isn't your reality, how you see yourself is. Keep that straight. Regrets come from this, too. You'll kick yourself for the time you gave to the wrong people, the ones who didn't deserve it. Don't let that be your story. Cut them off, no guilt, no second-guessing. It's hard, sure, but some people aren't worth the effort. You'll look back and wish you'd walked away sooner. Do it now. Time's ticking, and every second with a negative soul is a second stolen from the good stuff. Health's in the mix here. Toxic people wreck it. Stress, sleepless nights, that pit in your stomach. It's all them. Protect yourself. Eat real food, move, rest. You can't fight the battle if you're breaking down. Negativity's a slow poison. Don't let it seep in. Distance is your antidote. Use it. Here's the practical bit. Watch reactions, not just actions. Anyone can fake a smile or a favor. It's harder to fake how they flinch when the mask slips. That's where you see the truth. Someone's jealous? It'll show. Someone's using you? It'll leak out. Observe. Keep your eyes open, your mouth shut. You'll learn more that way. And when you see it, act. No excuses. In the end, it's your life, your circle, your peace. Keep the negative out. Physically, emotionally, permanently. Set boundaries like steel. Pick your people like gold. Stop trying to win everyone over. You can't and you shouldn't. You came in alone, you'll go out alone. And in between, you've got the power to choose who rides with you. Make it count. Time's running. Guard it. 5. Health and finances. Protect your body, stack your money, and keep it simple. Here's the cold, hard truth. Without your health, nothing else matters. You can stack cash to the ceiling, drive a fancy car, live in a big house, but if your body's breaking down, it's all dust. Money can't buy you out of a wrecked shell. And on the flip side, if you're bleeding cash on dumb stuff or drowning in debt, you're screwing your peace of mind, and that hits your health too. Take care of yourself, save your money, live lean, and dodge the debt trap. Life's too short to gamble with either. Let's start with health because it's the foundation. You've got one body, one shot to keep it running. Neglect it and you'll pay a price no bank account can cover. Eat real food. None of that processed junk loaded with sugar and chemicals. Skip the wheat, cut the carbs, fuel yourself right. Move your ass, walk, lift, sweat, whatever works. Sleep like it's your job. Without health, you're a ghost in your own life. No amount of money brings joy if you're suffering, physically, mentally, whatever. You've seen it. People with fat wallets and frail bodies, miserable as hell. Don't be that. Time ties in here, it flies, and your health won't wait. You're 31 day, 50 the next, and if you've trashed yourself along the way, good luck turning it back. Get it together now. The older you get, the harder it is to fix. Don't ruin your health chasing money, you'll just spend that money trying to recover it, and that math doesn't add up. It's not reciprocal. Take care of yourself first, because no one else will. You're not invincible, even if you feel it now. That bill comes due, trust me. Finances are the other half of this. Money's a tool, not a god. Use it right, and it buys you freedom. Misuse it, and it's a chain around your neck. Save a little every week. Doesn't have to be a fortune, just consistent. Nothing beats a financial buffer. It's not sexy, but it's peace. Life throws curveballs. Car breaks down, job goes south, roof leaks, and cash in the bank means you're not scrambling. Spend less than you make. Live simple. The less you need, the less you're owned. Happiness isn't in the stuff. It's in the space to breathe. Debt's a trap. Avoid it like poison. Don't max out credit cards or buy homes you can't afford just to flex for people who don't care. Fancy cars? Designer clothes? That's a fast lane to broke. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Same goes for your budget. You don't need the latest gadget or the biggest TV to prove your worth. The less you owe, the freer you are. Debt's a weight. It'll crush you while you're pretending it's a status symbol. Pay off what you've got, then stay clear. Borrow only what you can replace. Better yet, don't borrow at all. Frugality's your friend. The less you own, the happier you'll be. Sounds backwards, right? It's not. Possessions tie you down. More to fix, more to lose, more to stress over. Buy land if you can, something real, but keep it lean. Experiences beat things every time. A weekend with people you love trumps a new watch you'll forget in a month. Time flies, one day you're young and dumb, the next you're buried under junk you don't need. Shed it. Live light. You'll thank yourself later. Health and money cross paths more than you think. Stress over cash wrecks your body. Sleepless nights, tight chest, that knot in your gut. Toxic people drain both, too. Cut them out. Negative vibes hit your wallet and your well-being. Keep your circle tight. Don't waste energy or dollars on leeches. You can't control everything, but you can control this. How you eat, how you move, how you spend. That's power. Use it. Regrets come from neglecting both. You'll kick yourself for not saving when you had the chance, for blowing cash on garbage instead of stacking it. Same with health. You'll wish you'd started sooner, moved more, cared more. Don't let that be you. Start now. Time's a thief and it doesn't care about your excuses. You're not too old to change, but you're too old to keep stalling. Get your act together before the clock runs out. No one's coming to save you, family might care, but they can't fix it. It's on you. Practical moves: eat real meat, veggies, stuff that grew or walked. Skip the drive-thru. Walk instead of scroll. Sleep 8 hours, not 4. Health's not a luxury. It's a must. On the money side, save first. $10 a week beats zero. Pay cash, not credit. If you can't afford it now, you don't need it now. Small wins build big results. Slow and steady beats broke and flashy any day. Expectations mess with this too. Lower them, not your goals but your need to impress. People will judge you for living simple, for not keeping up. Let them. Their opinions, not your bill. You don't have to prove squat to anyone. Society says more is better. More stuff, more debt, more hustle. Screw that. Less is freedom. You'll sleep better with a clear head and a full tank, body and bank. Mistakes are part of it. You'll slip, eat junk, overspend, whatever. Fine. Learn from it. They're not failures. They're lessons. But don't keep making the same ones, that's on you. Health and cash take discipline, not magic. Start small if you have to, one less soda, one more dollar saved. Build the habit. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. Time will show you what works if you pay attention. Gratitude keeps you sane here. Be thankful. Roof over your head, food on the table, air in your lungs. Can always be worse. But don't settle. You can appreciate what's good and still push for better. Balance it. Too many chase money and trash their health, or hoard cash and miss life. Don't. Both matter. Protect them like they're gold, because they are. People test this too. They'll push you to spend, to flex, to keep up. Say no. Boundaries aren't just for relationships. They're for your wallet and your well-being. Someone's guilting you into a loan? Nope. Pressuring you to party when you're broke? Pass. Your health and money aren't their playground. Trust your gut. If it feels wrong, it is. Walk away. You'll save more than just cash. Fun's still in the mix, don't skip it. Health isn't misery. Money isn't a cage. Enjoy life, laugh, rest, live. Just don't blow it all on dumb stuff. A good meal with real people beats a night of reckless spending. Time's short. Spend it on what lasts. You'll remember the moments, not the receipts. Here's the kicker, you're mortal. One day it's over. Health keeps you in the game. Money keeps you free to play it. Don't ruin one for the other. Stack a little every month, watch it grow. Move your body. Feel it fight back. Live simple, own less, stress less. That's a choice, choose no. You beat 1,000,000,000 odds to be here. Don't waste it chasing ghosts or breaking yourself. Time's ticking. Guard what keeps you going. 6. Positive mindset. Own your screw UPS. Live now and find peace inside. Let's get real, you're going to mess up. A lot. Everyone does, no one's perfect, and pretending otherwise is a fast track to crazy. Mistakes aren't the enemy. They're the map. They show you what works, what doesn't, and where you need to grow. Stop beating yourself up over them and start learning. Focus on right now, not yesterday's baggage or tomorrow's what-ifs. Happiness isn't some prize you chase down. It's the quiet that settles in when you quit running and find peace inside. That's the game. Play it. Screw-ups are essential. You can't grow without them. Think about it. Every bad call, every stumble, every time you crashed and burned taught you something. That job you tanked, you learned grit. That relationship you botched, you learned boundaries. That risk that flopped, you learned timing. Mistakes aren't failures. They're the grind that sharpens you. The catch? You've got to stop wallowing and start seeing them for what they are. Lessons. No one gets it right the first time. Accept it. Move on. Life's too short to cry over spilled milk. Time's a beast. It flies, and it doesn't care about your regrets. You're 31 day, 50 the next, and if you're stuck staring at the rearview mirror, you're missing the road ahead. The past is done, can't change it. The future? It's a guess, not a promise. All you've got is this breath, this moment, this beat. Live in it. Don't get bogged down in what was or what might be. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. Focus on now, your feet on the ground, the air in your lungs. That's where life happens. That's where you win. Happiness isn't what you think. You can't hunt it down like some trophy. It's not out there in the next job, the next paycheck, the next whatever. Chase it and it'll slip through your fingers every time. Real joy's quieter. It sneaks up when you're not looking, when you're just doing your thing at peace with yourself. It's not loud or flashy. It's calm. Inner peace isn't sexy, but it's gold. Stop trying so hard to feel good and start living good. That's the trick. You don't find happiness. You let it find you. Let's talk regrets, they're a mind killer. You'll look back and cringe more for the shots you didn't take than the ones you missed. The what-ifs sting worse than the oh-wells dang moments. Don't let that be your story. Time flies. One day you're young and dumb, the next you're old and wishing. Stay positive, not fake. Grin through the pain, positive but real. I've got this positive. Mistakes? They're proof you're trying. Learn, adjust, keep moving. Regretting won't change the past, and worrying won't fix the future. Live now. Slow down sounds counterintuitive, right? But rushing's a trap. Panic pretends to be hustle, but it just breeds more screw-ups. Take a beat. Clarity comes when you're calm, not when you're spinning. Focus on the next small step, not the whole mountain, just the next rock. You'll get there, steady, not frantic. Time's fast, but you don't have to be. Control the pace. Mistakes teach you that. Rush and you fall, pause and you see. It's not about speed. It's about staying sane. Gratitude's your anchor. Be thankful. Roof, food, breath. Can always be worse. Keeps you grounded. But don't confuse it with settling. You can be grateful and still hungry, still pushing. Balance it. Too many chase the future and miss the now. Don't. Savor the small stuff, the coffee, the quiet, the laugh. That's where peace hides. Miss it and you're just running on empty. Expectations screw with this. Lower them. Not your dreams, but your obsession with perfect. Life's messy. People will blame you for crap you didn't do. Stuff that hasn't happened. That's on them. Don't let it shake you. Stop complaining, it's wasted breath. Who's listening? The universe doesn't care, and neither do most people. Focus your energy where it counts, on you, on now. How others see you. Not your problem. How you see yourself. Everything. Health's in this mix. Peace needs a strong shell. Eat real, move, rest. You can't think straight if you're falling apart. Stress wrecks your head. Negativity poisons your gut. Guard both. Without health, peace is a ghost. You feel it, but it's not there. Take care of yourself or you'll pay later. Money can't buy calm if you're broken. Start now, small wins, real food, a walk. Builds the foundation. People test your mindset too. Negative folks drag you down. Spot them. Ditch them. Their gloom's contagious. Don't catch it. Keep your circle tight. People who lift, not leech. Trust your gut. If they feel off, they are. Boundaries keep the chaos out. You don't have to please them. Say no. Their drama's not your load. Focus on your peace, not their noise. Time's short. Spend it with the real ones, not the fakes. Fun's non-negotiable. Joy feeds the soul. Laugh, rest, live. Don't let the grind kill it. A good laugh and a long sleep? Best medicine going. Life's brutal enough, don't make it a slog. Balance it. The strongest keep it simple, they don't overthink joy. You don't always have to do. Be. That's where peace grows. Miss it and you're just surviving. Practical bit. Own your mess-ups. Write them down, see the lesson, let them go. Focus now, 5 minutes, one task. Stay present. Peace? Build it. Cut the noise, breathe deep, start small. You'll slip, fine. Get up. It's not about never falling. It's about not staying down. Time's ticking. Use it. You're here against all odds. 1,000,000,000 to 1 shot. Don't waste it on yesterday or tomorrow. Mistakes sharpen you. The present grounds you. Peace holds you. Happiness isn't the goal, it's the byproduct. Stop chasing. Start being. You've got this. Act like it. 7. Action and responsibility. Own your life, step up, and stop pointing fingers. Here's the raw deal. Your life's on you, nobody else. Not your boss, not your parents, not the world screwing you over. You're the one steering the ship, and every choice, every move, every mess-up is yours to claim. Stop whining, stop blaming, and start owning it. Take charge, because no one's coming to save you. Be patient when it counts, but when it's time to act, don't hesitate, strike. Life's too short to sit around waiting for permission or passing the buck. You're the boss. Act like it. Let's cut the crap. Blaming others is easy. Bad day? It's their fault. Missed a chance? They held you back. Stuck in a rut? The system's rigged. Bull. That's a cop-out and it keeps you weak. Every time you point a finger, you're handing over your power. You can't control everything. People will suck, stuff will break, plans will flop, but you can control you. Your actions, your reactions, your next step. That's where the game changes. Own it. No excuses, no scapegoats. You're not a victim unless you choose to be. Time flies, one day you're 30, the next you're 50, and if you've spent it ducking responsibility, you're screwed. Life doesn't wait for you to grow a spine. Take the wheel now, or you'll wake up old and bitter, wishing you had. You're mortal, flesh and blood, ticking down. Don't waste it playing small or pointing at everyone else. You've got one shot to make it yours. Every bad call you've made, more emotion than reason. Every win, you owned it head on. That's the pattern. Stick to it. Action's your fuel, nothing moves without it. Want something? Do it. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now. Procrastination's a thief. It'll rob you blind while you're thinking it over. Don't delay the big stuff, that dream, that risk, that fix. Start small if you have to, one step, one call, one push, but start. Patience isn't stalling. It's timing. Know when to wait, but when the moment hits, be decisive. Hesitation's fear in disguise. Cut through it. You'll regret the shots you didn't take way more than the ones you missed. Responsibility's heavy, but it's power. Every choice you own builds you up. Screw up? Fine, learn, fix it, move on. No one's perfect. That fight you picked? That money you blew? That bridge you burned? Yours. Take it on the chin and figure out what's next. Blaming keeps you stuck. Owning sets you free. People will blame you for crap you didn't do. Stuff that hasn't even happened. That's their noise. Don't carry it. You're not here to fix their mess or dodge their arrows. Focus on your lane. Patience and decisiveness aren't opposites. They're a team. Life's a marathon, not a sprint, but you've got to know when to push. Slow down when it's smart, rushing breeds mistakes, and panic's a liar. Clarity comes when you're steady, not spinning. Take a beat, weigh it, trust your gut. But when it's go time, go hard. Half measures get you nowhere. That job you hate, plan the exit, then pull the trigger. That goal you've shelved, dust it off, then hit it. Time's ticking, be sharp about when to hold and when to strike. Health's in this, can't act if you're wrecked. Eat real, move, rest. You're no good to anyone. Least of all yourself if you're falling apart. Responsibility starts with your body. Neglect it and you'll pay later. Money can't buy you out of that hole. Same with cash, save a little, live lean. You can't take charge if you're broke or buried in debt. Discipline in both keeps you free to move when it counts. Screw that up and you're chained. Regrets come from dodging this. You'll kick yourself for the times you didn't step up, didn't own it, didn't act. The what-ifs hit harder than the oh-wells. Don't let that be you. Time flies, one day you're young and dumb, the next you're old and stuck. Act now, patiently, sure, but with guts. You'll look back and wish you'd moved sooner, owned more, blamed less. Make it a story of I did, not I should've. People test you here. They'll push, pull, try to dump their junk on you. Don't take it. Boundaries aren't just talk, they're action. Someone's leaning too hard? Say no. They're guilting you into their mess? Walk. You're not their mule. Trust your gut. If it feels off, it is. Cut the cord. Negative folks drain your will to act. Keep them out. Your crew should spark you, not sap you. Pick them right, but don't lean too hard. Family might care, but they can't live it for you. Practical bit. Own it daily. Spill something? Clean it. Miss a deadline? Fix it. Blow a chance? Learn why. Small wins stack up, responsibility's a muscle. Act with intent, one task, one choice now. Patience? Wait when it's unclear, decide when it's sharp. Gut's your guide. It knows before your head does. Time's short, use it. No one cares except you. That's your edge. Expectations mess with this. Lower them, not your drive, but your need to control it all. People will disappoint. Life will twist. Fine. You can't stop that, but you can stop breaking over it. Stop whining, it's wasted air. Who's listening? Focus on what you can do, not what they won't. Blaming's energy down the drain. Flip it to building. You're not here to please them. How they see you, not your load. How you see you, that's the fire. Fun's still in play, don't skip it. Action isn't a grind. It's a pulse. Laugh, breathe, live. A good sleep and a hard laugh keep you sharp. Life's brutal, don't make it a cage. Balance it. The strongest keep it real, they act, they own, they rest. You don't always have to go. Be. That's where strength grows. You're mortal, time's running. You beat 1 billion odds to be here. Don't waste it ducking or blaming. Own your life. Every step, every fall, every win. Act when it's time, wait when it's wise. No one's got your back like you do. Make it count. Clock's ticking. Move. Thunderstorm. 8. Love and family. Hold them tight. Speak up now and start early. Here's the straight shot. Love and family are the real stuff, but they're fragile as hell. Time's a thief. It'll rip people out of your life faster than you can blink. Cherish them while they're here. Tell them you love them, don't wait. Build your family when you're young, when the fire's still hot and the clock's on your side. But don't hang your heart on what others give back. Even family can let you down. Expect less, love more, and own what you can control. That's the deal. Life's too short to miss this. Time flies, one day you're 30, the next you're 50, and the people you love, they're not guaranteed to stick around. You beat 1 billion odds to be here, and so did they, but that doesn't mean forever. Tell them now, your mom, your kid, your partner. Don't choke on pride or I'll do it later. Later's a lie. Life can snatch them any second, car wreck, sickness, gone. You'll kick yourself harder for the words you didn't say than the ones you did. Hug them, call them, mean it. Regrets from silence hit like a truck. Don't carry that. Cherish isn't just talk. It's action. Show up, listen, be there. Not with half your brain on your phone or your mind on the grind. Really there. Love's not a feeling. It's a choice you make every day. People you care about, they're gold. Treat them like it. But here's the flip. Don't expect them to always get it right back. Family's messy. Spouses fight. Kids drift. Parents fail. Do it anyway. Give without a scorecard. You'll never be sorry for loving too much, but you'll damn sure regret loving too little. Build young. Marry before 30. Kids before 35. Sounds old school, maybe, but there's truth in it. You've got energy then, fire, less baggage. Work hard till 40, stack some cash. Set up passive income by 50, ease off by 60. That's the rhythm. Start early, and time's your ally, not your enemy. Kids grow fast. You don't want to be too old to chase them. Love's sweeter when you've got years to burn together. Delay it, and you're racing the clock. Tired, stretched, wishing you'd moved sooner. Don't. Life's short. Plant those roots while the soil's good. Expectations screw this up. Drop them. Not your standards, but your need for everyone to match your give. Family's not a tautology. A spouse'll let you down sometimes. Kids'll rebel. Parents'll judge. Even the best ones can't always carry your load. Do everything for them. Cook, hug, hustle, but don't bank on getting it back. Not even from your partner. Love them anyway. Expect nothing, and you'll never be gutted when they fall short. It's not cold, it's real. You'll sleep better without the weight of "they owe me." Give because it's you, not them. Time's brutal, people leave. Cherish them now. Tell them you love them, often, loud, clear. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It's a myth. Life can twist fast. Cancer, a crash, a fight that sticks. You'll wish you'd said it. Call your dad. Text your sister. Kiss your kid. Regrets from holding back sting worse than anything. Do it before it's too late. You're 31 day, 50 the next, and the ones you love, they're not promised. Act like it. Health's in this. Love needs a strong shell. Eat real, move, rest. You can't pour out if you're empty. Family's your fire, keep it lit. Money ties in too, save a little, live lean. A buffer buys peace, and peace buys time with them. Don't blow cash on junk. Spend it on moments. A weekend with them beats a new toy every time. Time flies, one day they're here, the next they're not. Stack what you can to hold them close. People test this, family's not perfect. They'll flake, fight, forget. Don't take it personal. Their mess isn't your mirror. Love them anyway, boundaries, sure, but not walls. Trust your gut. If they're off, step back, but don't cut deep unless it's poison. Negative vibes drain. Keep them out. Your crew should lift, not lean. Pick them right, but don't expect them to carry you. Family cares, but they've got their own load. Practical bit. Say it daily. I love you. A note. A call. Show up, cook. Laugh, sit. Start young, date real, marry real, build real. Expect less. Give, don't tally. Time's ticking, use it. Small wins stack up. Love's a muscle, work it. Regrets come from waiting. You'll wish you'd moved faster, loved harder, spoke up. Don't. Time flies. One day you're young and dumb. The next you're old and alone. Cherish now, build now. Expect nothing back, and you'll never lose. You're here, they're here. Make it count. Clock's running. Move. 9. Simplicity and balance. Strip it down, enjoy the small stuff, and say no like you mean it. Here's the straight dope. Life's messy enough without you making it harder. Keep it simple. Cut the clutter, dodge the drama, live lean. You don't need a million things or a million headaches to prove you're alive. Joy's not in the chaos. It's in the quiet, the small, the real. And when the world tries to pile on, say no. Mean it. Balance isn't some fluffy dream. It's your shield. Time's flying, and you're not here to drown in nonsense. Strip it back, breathe, and own your peace. Complexity's a trap. Don't fall for it. You're 31 day, 50 the next, and if you've spent it chasing more stuff, more fights, more noise, you're screwed. The less you own, the freer you are. Possessions? They weigh you down. Fix them, store them, stress over them. People? They complicate fast, demands, guilt, games. Strip it down. Live light. A bed, a meal, a laugh, that's enough. The strongest people keep it simple. They don't tangle up in crap they can't control. You shouldn't either. Time's a thief. Don't waste it on overthinking. You beat 1,000,000,000 odds to be here, and for what? To juggle a dozen pointless worries? Screw that. Leave the house messy for a weekend. Skip mowing the yard. Go live instead. Years from now, you won't miss the clean floor. You'll miss the fun you didn't have. Life's short. One day it's over, and the clutter won't matter. Joy's in the small stuff, the coffee, the breeze, the kids' giggle. Find it there. Chase big, and you'll miss the real. Saying no's your superpower, use it. How many times have you said yes when every bone in you screamed no? You take on their junk, smile through their noise, just to keep the peace. Stop. Check yourself. Do I want this? Does this fit? If it doesn't, shut it down. People won't like it, they'll pout, push, call you cold. Let them. Their comfort's not your job. Knows a wall, build it high. You're not here to carry everyone. Time's ticking. Spend it on what's yours. Balance is king, grind hard, rest hard. Work like a slave if you have to, but play like it's your last day. Too many burnout chasing more hours, more cash, more status. Screw that. Laugh, sleep, breathe. A good laugh and a long nap fix more than you think. Life's brutal, don't make it a cage. You don't always have to go. Sit with the quiet. Joy's not loud, it's steady. Miss it and you're just running on fumes. Health's in this, simplicity starts with you. Eat real meat, veggies, stuff that grew. Skip the junk. It clouds you. Move, walk, lift, sweat. Rest, 8 hours, not 4. You can't keep it simple if you're wrecked. Stress piles on when you're weak. Cut it off. Money ties in, live lean, save a little. A buffer buys peace. Peace buys balance. Don't blow cash on flash. Spend it on time. One day you're young and dumb, the next you're old and broke. Stack it smart. Regrets come from missing this. You'll wish you'd slowed down, said no, kept it light. The what-ifs hit hard. What if I'd skipped that fight? That debt? That yes. Don't let that be you. Time flies, one day you're here, the next you're not. Simplify now, shed the junk, guard the joy. You'll kick yourself for the mess you held on to, not the mess you ditched. Make it a story of I lived, not I drowned. People test this, they love to complicate. Drama queens, needy types, pushers, they'll drag you in. Say no. Spot the signs, whining, guilt, chaos, and step back. Trust your gut. If it feels heavy, it is. Cut the cord. Negative vibes kill balance. Keep them out. Your crew should spark you, not sap you. Pick them lean, quality, not clutter. Family cares, but they can't fix your yes. That's on you. Practical bit. Strip daily, one less thing, one less fight. Joy? Grab it. 5 minutes, a walk, a song. No? Practice it, one refusal, firm, done. Time's short, use it. Small wins stack up. Simplicity's a muscle, work it. Expectations mess with this, lower them. Not your fire, but your need to juggle it all. People will blame you for crap. Let them. You can't stop that, but you can stop breaking over it. Stop whining, nobody's listening. Focus on what's yours, not what they dump. You're not here to please them. How they see you, not your load. How you see you, that's the core. Fun's your fuel, don't skip it. Balance isn't misery. It's pulse. A laugh, a nap, a moment. Keep it simple, keep it real. Life's too short to overthink joy. You're here, live it. Clock's running. Choose light. 10. Personal growth. Grind daily, bet on yourself, and build your own success. Here's the unfiltered truth. You don't get better by accident. Growth isn't a gift. It's a fight. Learn something every damn day. Pour your energy into knowledge and experience, and watch yourself rise. Success isn't luck. It's grit, it's change, it's you showing up when the world bets against you. Time's flying, one day you're 30, the next you're 50, and if you're not growing, you're rotting. Stop waiting for a break and start breaking through. You're the architect. Build it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. No one's handing you a golden ticket. You beat 1,000,000,000 odds to be here, and for what? To coast? Screw that. Growth's on you, every lesson, every scar, every win. Learn daily, read a page, ask a question, try something new. Knowledge isn't just power. It's your edge. Experience, that's the real teacher. Get your hands dirty, fail hard, figure it out. You don't grow sitting still. Time's a thief. One day it's gone, and the clock doesn't care if you're ready. Move now. Persistence is your hammer. Pound away. Success doesn't drop from the sky. It's carved out, slow and steady. You'll fall good. Get up. Every mistake's a brick. Stack them right and you've got a fortress. Change is the fuel. Same old, you get same old results. Shift your habits, your mind, your game. Luck's a lie for suckers who won't work. You want it? Earn it. Time flies. One day you're young and green, the next you're old and stuck. Don't let that be you. Grind it out. Invest in yourself, it pays the best dividends. Money's fine, but knowledge and experience, they're gold. A book beats a binge. A skill beats a scroll. A risk beats a rut. You're not too old to start, but you're too old to stall. Start small, one fact, one try, one push. Stack it daily. You'll look back and wish you'd moved sooner. Don't. Time's short. One day you're here, the next you're not. Bet on you now or regret betting on nothing later. Health's in this, can't grow if you're wrecked. Eat real, move, rest. A sharp mind needs a strong shell. Money ties in, save a little, live lean. A buffer buys freedom. Freedom buys growth. Don't blow cash on flash. Spend it on you. Time flies. One day you're broke and tired. The next you're just tired. Stack it smart. Growth's a marathon, fuel it right. Regrets come from stalling. You'll kick yourself for the chances you dodged, the lessons you skipped, the you didn't build. The what-ifs hit hard. What if I'd started, tried, changed? Don't let that be your story. Time flies, one day you're dreaming, the next you're done. Grow now, small wins, big shifts. You'll wish you'd pushed harder, not coasted longer. Make it I did, not I could've. People test this, negative ones drag you down. Spot them, whiners, doubters, leeches. Cut them out. Trust your gut. If they're off, they're gone. Your crew should spark you, not stall you. Pick them lean, quality over noise. Family cares, but they can't grow for you. That's yours. Boundaries keep the chaos out. Say no to their junk. Time's ticking. Spend it on your climb, not their fall. Practical bit. Learn daily, one page, one skill, one fail. Act start small, keep going. Change one habit, one tweak now. Time's short, use it. Growth's a muscle, work it. Stack the wins. You're not great yet, but you will be. Start. Expectations mess with this, lower them. Not your fire, but your weight for magic. People will doubt. Life will twist. Fine. You can't stop that, but you can stop breaking over it. Stop whining, nobody's listening. Focus on your grind, not their noise. You're not here to luck out, you're here to build. How they see you, not your load. How you see you, that's the spark. Fun's your breather, don't skip it. Growth isn't a cage. It's a pulse. Laugh, rest, live. A good laugh and a deep sleep sharpen you. Life's brutal, don't make it a slog. Balance it. The strongest grow simple, they don't overthink the climb. You don't always have to push. That's where strength roots. You're mortal, time's running. You're here against all odds. Don't waste it coasting or wishing. Learn, grind, change. Every day, every fall, every rise. Success is yours to take. Luck's got nothing on you. Clock's ticking. Build it. And that's a wrap, folks. 10 raw, real lessons to kick life in the teeth and make it yours. Before we bounce, I've got to say it. Thank you. To every single one of you riding with ZenLight 8, you're the heartbeat of this channel. You've stuck with us through the grit, the fire, the no BS truth bombs, over 30,000 words of it, and that means everything. This isn't just a gig. It's a movement. You're here, showing up, growing with us, and that's the fuel that keeps this thing blazing. From day one, ZenLight 8's been about cutting through the noise, giving you the tools, the mindset, the push to own your story. You've been with us, liking, commenting, sharing, living this stuff out. That's real. We're not here to fluff you up or sell you dreams. We're here to wake you up, shake you up, and build you up. And you've rolled with it every step. That's power. That's family. So here's the deal. Keep going. Take these lessons: self-reliance, emotional control, time hacks, relationships, health, money, positivity, action, love, simplicity, growth, and run with them. Make them yours. We're in this together and we're not stopping. Time flies, one day we're here, the next we're legends. Let's make it count. Hit that subscribe if you haven't. Join the crew. Drop a comment. Tell us your fight, your win, your grind. Share this with someone who needs it. Zenlight 8's alive because of you. Let's keep the fire roaring. Thank you from the gut for being here. You're the real deal. Now go own it.